Good evening, basketball fans. Zach Mackey here along with Coach Bob Pettit as the Morris Redskins and the Geneseo Maple Leafs are squaring off here on TV 50. Tip's underway, and it's early tip going to the big guy. Drew Himmelman gets it and gives it up top to Russ, who's going to start this offense off right away now. Outside the arc, passing it around. Maple Leafs are coming in right now with a record of 7-6, and it's the Maple Leafs who strike first. Drew Himmelman, 2 points. 2-0 early Geneseo lead here. 7:33 left to go. Kind of a different, not going to be able to hear each other exactly, but still be able to communicate back and forth here as we welcome in Coach Bob Pettit as the Redskins take on their first. The Redskins have kind of been known this year, it seems as if, that they have had some slow starts to the year, and hoping to counter that today.
Zach, I can't hear what you're saying. I'm trying to read your lips. I don't even know if they can hear me or not, but big rebound by Drew Himmelman, 2-0 Leafs here. Looks like the Redskins kind of pushed the ball up and down the floor, but nothing really, outrageous. Not really tall. Don't have anything in the Drew Himmelman range. He puts one in.
The size to their advantage right there. Russ just able to throw it up to the taller Himmelman on the court. He's got everybody by about 5 inches.
They got they listed Jurasits at 6'5" and Sobel at 6'3", but Drew just towers over him.
Trying to counter back there with the Redskins. Bellwin trying to throw it up, would not go. Leafs going with their offensive attack now.
Crowd wanted to travel on that thing, but it was nice job of holding his feet. Oh,
cutting back
Rusk.
Rusk makes his own 3-point play. He'll go to the line now to shoot a free throw as he was fouled. Kind of nice whenever you're able to have your point guard being able to make down cuts there still and able to go to the basket and have that strength to still go up and get one. 6-0.
Redskins come in at 9-4, and it looked to be a good team, but right now they're having a little bit of a tough time getting a slow start. Keith checking us out here, but can you hear me at all?
I can't hear you at all.
Sorry, okay. We're just going to have to play it as it is.
7-0, the Leafs lead it early. They have gotten off to a quick start. Redskins going to try to score with a 3-point play. Can't get it, but
looked like an over back on that rebound, but didn't get the call. Leafs go back to defense.
Now it's the Redskins on offense. We can hear each other good. Down underneath, a long offensive set here for Morris Redskins. 5:40 left to go here in the first quarter. 7-0, Geneseo leads, and stolen by the sophomore, Bravada, on the offensive attack now.
Greg Russ got a hand in there, kicked it out to Bravada. Now it's inside. Leafs are really looking pretty good right now. Just got to give the ball up.
Stolen out of the hands of Daniels, going the fast attack, and Drew Himmelman's going to be called with a foul. Going up after the shot there was Griffin Sobel, the forward 6'3" senior.
Only not even 3 minutes into the game, and Drew's got a foul. You obviously don't want Drew Himmelman in foul trouble. That's kind of a key player. You'd like to hang around, give him a rest only when he needs it.
The Leafs have 7 wins and 6 losses coming into this, and probably tell by most of those 6 losses, it was when Drew Himmelman got in foul trouble and had to spend a lot of time on the bench. And when we look down on that bench tonight, Adam Levine is not dressing. He's in his street clothes. So that's another, the height advantage goes way, way down.
Leafs have had some tough competition along the way, though. The 7-6 record is not bad because they've seen some good competition. I believe they lost a game. They had a lead against Sterling, and then they picked up LP for their conference games at this point.
Russ gets it now and just tries to throw it up, but a little bit too much on it, out of bounds. It's going to be Redskins ball now.
Actually, a nice pass, just a little early. Drew wasn't looking for it yet. By the time he looked up, it was too late.
5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, 7-1. Maple Leafs on top right now of the Redskins. The Redskins, obviously, 1 point coming off a free throw. Top of the key, 3-ball will not go. It's about the third 3-pointer shot by this Morris squad, and they haven't been able to sink any of them so far.
I understand the deal is if they get hot, they can hang there with you, but if they stay cold, it's a good night for the Leafs. Because they looks like they don't mind putting it up there.
Head coach for the Morris Redskins, Joe Bloomberg, it's stolen out of the hands of Purdue now, but has said that if they get hot beyond the arc, he thinks they can hang with just about anybody. But the problem is we talk about with the three-pointer, it's so hit and miss. Down inside, a little hook shot would go.
Purdue got caught down in having to play defense under the bucket, and he was at a major disadvantage.
7-3, Leafs haven't scored. They scored early, they scored quickly, and they scored early, but they've had a little bit of a drought here lately. Inside to Himmelman, puts it up, it will not go. Gets his own rebound and puts it up again.
Got a little bit of a hack on the first one, didn't get the whistle, and the second one got plenty of arm there. Drew couldn't even get it near the bucket. Going to try to increase this 4-point lead.
Free throw on its way, and it will not go that time. 4 minutes in, 7-3. Maple Leafs on top. Himmelman's second one on its way, and it will not go. He struggled from the free throw line, something he'd like to improve on. Seems as if he goes to the free throw line a lot, too.
Well, that's the way the game has to be played. He's going to take that ball inside. He's going to find his way there. Fights for that rebound. He's not going to shoot on this one, of course, because they're not there yet, but Drew Himmelman draws the foul again.
You like to see that fire in Drew Himmelman. That physicality he had down under the basket, owning that ball. And
there's two guys trying to rip it loose, and he was not going to give it up.
Back in his younger days, you might have saw a jump ball opportunity there, but Drew was strong with the ball, held it up high. Leafs offense now, and it's Daniels on the outside. Quentin Redoux is back in this lineup. He's been out for a little bit as Bravada tried to go baseline. I'm sorry, it was Daniels.
Got to get out of there. He almost got a 3-second. Oh, there you go. Nice feed. Very nice. Greg Rusk with the feed to Drew.
Now we'll go back to this line and try to earn some, as he was not able to get his first two free throws to go. But as we were saying, Quentin Redoux has been out of this lineup. He had an ankle injury, and he's good to go now. Very good sophomore. Two really good sophomores starting out there for this Leafs lineup. Free throws good.
Got that one. Like the three-point play. Yeah, Anthony Bravada has been pretty solid this year, and he's a fine shooter also. So, they're playing a little bit young, but they're keeping with everybody.
Two sophomores, a junior, and two seniors out there on the court for the Maple Leafs. 3:05 left to go in the first quarter, and it's a three ball on its way, and it's good. Top of the key, knocking it down, Austin Patterson. 10-6. That's where that three-pointer, especially early in a game, is so huge, because 10-3 is a lot different than 10-6.
They just have no problem putting that ball up. If you give them about 3-foot buffer, it's going up.
Rusk with it. Driving. Oh, thrown around. A lot of physicality, and it's going to be the travel.
Redoux didn't seem to like that call, but that's what you're going to have to live with it. Got inside with the trees, and you better have a plan when you get in there.
A little bit of pressure put on by Will Daniels. Sobel with it. Puts it up, will not go. Rebound Himmelman. The one thing we have seen, when in every possession except one, I believe, when Morris puts up a shot, it's Geneseo's ball then if it doesn't go in, because Drew Himmelman in there with that size advantage.
I think you're right, Zach. They did get that one offensive rebound, but it's one and done if it doesn't go in.
1:55 left to go in the first quarter. Cross court for the Leafs, and it's stolen by the Redskins. A one-on-one opportunity. Nice little ball handle and put in, and it's good. And one for Austin Patterson.
Well, Austin Patterson didn't even start the ball game, I don't believe, and I'm not sure why. Did he?
No, I don't have him down as starter.
Wasn't listed as one of their starters, but he's playing a well ball game here in this first quarter.
Connor Welch, Tyler Mackey check in for the Maple Leafs. 1:47 left to go in the first quarter. And right now, Patterson has a chance to put it within a 1-point game right now. 10-8, Geneseo Maple Leafs on top of the Morris Redskins.
He's got 7 points, going for number 8 right here.
He's got 8 of the 9. Wow.
8 of the 9 in the first quarter and didn't start the ball game.
Huh. Putting on a little bit of a pressure now, and Redu showing off his ball handling skills, goes behind the back twice.
Connor Welch checks into the game and handles the ball outside. Welch looks at the basket but says no.
Minute 25 left to go in this first quarter. Bravada. Nice.
Bravada hasn't looked at that from outside. They're looking for Himmelman.
Slid right through Himmelman's hands there.
They really feel that the advantage inside is the way to go today, and they're trying to get it to Drew, but they're passing up a lot of outside shots.
This Morris squad, started in the beginning, has been known to start off slow and then get things going. And that's the way they kind of start off, as Geneseo jumped to an early 7-1 lead. And now it's been Morris just chipping right back at it. A 1-point ball game, and with less than a minute, Morris has a shot to take its first lead of the ball game.
They're on a 6-point run, and they're trying to add to it.
Down inside, throwing it up, and it's going to be a foul on the court. No shot. Jackson Shannon went up. We called on Bravada. It's going to be his first, team's third.
Thought it might be the free safety Tyler Mackey checked into the ball game. I thought maybe he'd get a quick foul.
From the corner, and it's good. We've talked about it. Austin Patterson has 11 of the 12 points, and it gives the Morris Redskins their first lead of the ball game. 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
And a 9-point run. It was 12 or 10-3 in favor of the Leafs. That's into Drew Himmelman. Going to get his arm ripped off. He's going to get an opportunity to shoot free throws tonight.
This Morris squad, kind of like a Geneseo team, is the physicality down inside. Good football players, and you see anytime Drew gets it, they don't have the height, so they're going at his arms.
Well, Geneseo's decided to get the ball into the post. There's another one. And Morris has decided that they're not going to let him shoot. If they have to rip his arms off, that's what's going to happen.
21 seconds left to go in the first quarter, 10-12. The Maple Leafs trail right now. Himmelman to the line now. Got a shot to tie things up. First one won't go, and he has struggled from the free throw line tonight.
Got that one.
That one's good. 1-point ball game and a 1-point lead for Morris with the ball now, and it looks as if they're going to wait for that last shot. Down to 14 seconds now left to go in the first quarter.
Even though it was only 1 point, it breaks that run, that nine-point run that Morris had.
Down inside, going up for the ball, going up for the shot. He's going to be fouled as Evan Bellin. Going to be called in on Mackey.
We're going to be shooting a lot of free throws here. There's 10 fouls already in the first quarter.
Put the ball into the hands of Austin Patterson, and he finds the hoop again. He scores 13 of the 14 points. Come from Austin Patterson. We'll be back for the second quarter.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Back for the second quarter from Geneseo High School. I'm Zach Mackey here along with Coach Bob Pettit to bring you the action of this one, and it's been a fun one so far through the first quarter. Morris leads Geneseo right now 14-11, and 13 of those 14 points have come from one player for Morris, number 22, Austin Patterson.
Wonder how many points he'd have if he started the game. Oh. They brought him off the bench, and he caught fire. He got a couple steals and drove the length of the court and just popped some threes. Kind of made them from every direction. He's trying to read Coach Storm's lips during the quarter break, and he really wasn't changing a whole lot. I don't believe. He was just saying, let's just stay fired up, stay the course. Game plan's on the way.
And it's an and one for Morris right there. Jacob Brady up and under, gets 2 points, and he'll shoot a free throw now.
Another couple bench points. Jacob Brady not a starter either, so they are really getting some production out of their bench.
Tyler Mackey and Anthony Bravada are going to take a seat with 7:46 left to go in the first half. Free throw on its way. Will not go. Rebound, Himmelman. It's going to be Will Daniels. Pass half court, driving and puts it up, and it's good. Taking it himself.
They left it open. He just took it. That was well read by Will.
The outside. Up top now, Patterson. He's the shooter from beyond the arc. My goodness.
He's just feeling it. There's nothing else you can say. He's hot, and they're giving it to him. That's a smart basketball team. When you got a hot hand, you're just going to give it to him.
Wow. Free throw. Or I'm sorry, not the free throw. I should say, shoot a free throw after the and one basket by Himmelman. 7:10 left to go in the first half, and it's the Maple Leafs trailing 13-19 to the Morris Redskins. These two teams on opposite end of the conference spectrum. Free throw will not go. He has really struggled from the free throw line.
He's very consistently off the back of the iron. If he could just get a little more air into that thing, it'd probably be scoring some of those extra points.
Student section for the Maple Leafs are in their cold weather attire, fitting for today's game. It's a nice tundra out there.
It's a nice crowd, Zach.
Yeah.
You know, no school today, and oh, they're going to give that ball to Morris. Ball looked like it was tipped out of Welch's hands. Connor Welch in the game.
Seems as if a lot of times once you get past this winter break, you get a lot more fans out to the games, and it is a nice amount for a Friday night. Long three ball, won't go. Rebound is Himmelman.
Even with the temperatures hanging around zero, it's really looking for an excuse to get out today. Some of these kids, some of these people that didn't have school today.
Himmelman running down, gets the rebound. Now it's going to be Rusk bringing it down. 6:15 left to go in the first half, and they get it to Himmelman early, and it's stolen.
They got quick hands. We tried probably a higher number of turnovers than Coach Storm would like to see down there in the paint, but they got quick hands down there slapping at the ball. They also got 7. Oh, that's over and back. Nope, but must never establish possession on this side of the court.
They're going to call a walk. He nailed the three-pointer at the top of the arc. Did Jake Walker, but he walked before he grabbed the ball.
Sometimes you're wondering if that official is questioning whether he blew a call on the over and back, and the next little opportunity he has got to get the ball in the right hands. Sometimes that just happens.
Yeah, it was as if the legs were split over the half court, and it was tipped, but then he kind of went back and forth again. Rideau, wide open three-pointer, will not go, and it's a rebound for Morris.
4-point game here, 19-15, favor of Morris.
A floater from the middle, will not go, getting his own rebound, putting it up again, won't go for the Jelen.
And as you mentioned earlier, Zach, cutting their offensive rebounds down has really helped keep us in the ball game. Boy, they're quick hands, very quick hands. They're not tall, they're not really strong, but they got quick hands. Kind of surprised they don't press.
Morris is coming off a win over Coal City. They won that one on Tuesday night, and
wasn't close, was it?
No, it wasn't. I believe the final was 61-39. They won that, but what I hear, it was the way that Morris wanted to just run the ball as quick as they could, and it's going to be a foul called on Morris down underneath. He was trying to go after the jump ball was Jackson Shannon, but it's going to be a foul called on him, and it's going to be the team's 7th already. I'm sorry, 8th.
8th. Drew Hillman gets a 1-and-1 at the line, and somebody could whisper in his ear and get just a little more air into that ball. He'd have some bad free throws made.
People have said, though, about that Coal City and Morris game that it was Morris with the fast tempo offense that helped them out so much that they've struggled to kind of get an offense going, but they found that when they sped things up, and you hear Coach Bloomberg talk about it. His first free throw is good. Coach Bloomberg talk about when you don't have the height advantage and then you just try to outrun them and try to get down there quicker and try to maybe get a shot off before Drew's able to get down into the lane. Second free throw is good too, and it's back to a 2-point ball game.
Somebody did it, Zach. Somebody whispered to him.
They told him.
Babies were neither one, all but nothing but net on both of them.
Yeah.
17-19. Leafs down by 2.
Talk about it. He's going to be shooting a lot because of how physical this Redskin squad is inside. Sobel with it. Decides to pass it back out. It's going to be stolen. Greg Rusk, wide open lane. And it's a left-handed layup for 2 points. Ties things up at 19.
Nice comeback by the Leafs. They got a couple nice stops. Made the buckets at the other end. Got back in the ball game.
What a ball game this has been. We're tied back up at 19 with 3:58 left to go here in the first half. Driving in left side, put up, will not go, and Himmelman with the rebound. They're going to go with a quick attack. Rusk again, wide open layup, back-to-back baskets. And it's a timeout for Coach Joe Bloomberg.
This time Rusk shows his versatility using the right hand. Nice pass, threaded the needle, but just about was picked off. It was so close to having the Redskins pick that off.
And that is twice now that Greg Rusk was able to get back behind that defense that Morris prides itself on and put up those 2 points. 21-19. Geneseo takes a lead back. They had it in the early goings of the game, and then it was a run by Morris that put them up by quite a number. And now back, that lead sits with the Maple Leafs as Coach Storm.
I think that was a 9-point run they had. Now I think the Leafs have an 8-point run. I'm not mistaken, it was 19-13.
All right, there it is.
Got an 8-point run going.
3:45 left to go in the first half. 21-19. Geneseo on top of the Morris Redskins.
All games are games of momentum, but basketball in particular, you know, it's a lot of times the games of runs, and while you got that momentum, don't let it go.
Yeah.
Score a few more before you let go of it. It's hard to get back.
Morris now. The offensive threat. Jumper will not go, and he overshot it by quite a amount. Quite a bit.
I think the basket moved on him. You can't miss by that much otherwise.
Bravada wide open from the corner. Three-pointer won't go. He gets his own rebound, though.
Redu looks at it, but decides not to. Still looking for Drew.
Cross court, Bravada, another wide open three. Won't go. Rebound, Redu, the sophomore.
Leafs definitely have the advantage of offensive rebounds.
Morris is.
That's what's really kept them in the ball game.
They're really packing their guys down inside around Himmelman. They got a lot of guys, so those three-pointers are opening up. But you see the Leafs aren't ones really to take as many of those three-pointers.
As much as the Maple Leafs are leading the stats in offensive rebounds, the Redskins are leading in unforced turnovers. Leafs have just turned that ball over way too much.
Driving inside, open lane for Sobel, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to call it on Himmelman, I believe, and it's going to be his. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's on the floor. That's on Bravada.
Call it in on Bravada, his second, team 6.
That's what the crowd got excited. I'm sorry, the crowd got excited because that block was pretty clean, but he had it on the floor.
Six team fouls for the Maple Leafs, 18 fouls for the Morris Redskins. Free throw is good.
Both teams have been shooting for the rest of the half.
Morris has really cleaned things up, though, here in this second quarter. They had about, what was it, close to about 6 or 7 fouls just in the first quarter alone. They've cleaned it up here.
Bravada checks out because he's got 2 fouls. Going to try not to get that third one.
That free throw won't go, and it's going to be a rebound by Russ. Brings his squad down with the lead and with 2:25 left to go in the first half. Trying to get it inside where the Leafs, and weren't able to get it in there. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by a Maple Leaf.
Cooper Humphreys trying to drive, make a nice move to the basket, but again, a Redskin got his hand in there. I think he knocked it off of Cooper's knee. At least that's what the official thinks. For some reason, that counts.
Yeah. Down inside, trying to work with it, and stolen out of the hands is Rusk. He comes from behind and steals it out, and Sobel does not look that happy. Top of the key, Connor Welch with it now. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 21-20.
It is physical inside there, and you know, sometimes you do come out feeling a little roughed up, but it's going both ways here.
Himmelman, he's got 3 guys all around him. So Radu takes the 3 from the top of the key.
What a shot at a real key point. Leafs hanging on to a 1-point lead, and they stretch it to 4.
Amazing how much momentum and just point differential those 3 balls give you. Top of the key, hitting it down. The Morris Redskins back to a 1-point game now with 1:18 left to go in the first half.
It looks like this is one of those teams that spend a good portion of their practice shooting 3s. They are not afraid to put them up. If you give them any gap at all, it just goes. 24-23, what a ball game.
Down inside, Himmelman's got 2 guys on him. Don't know how that's not a foul, but he'll pick it back up and put it in for 2. Coach Radu down there throwing his hands up at the officials, not sure.
Well, Zach, you mentioned that they cleaned it up a little while ago. I'm not sure it cleaned up as much as the officials kind of got tired of calling them, because they were calling that early in the game.
3-pointer by the Redskins. A little bit too much on it from the corner was Jordan Miracle.
Clock ticking down here, 28 seconds and running in the half. 3-point lead for the Leafs, trying to stretch it here.
Trying to get a steal with Sobel, couldn't get it off Rusk, and now Radu with it in the corner. 15 seconds, and it's stolen by Sobel. 1-on-1 opportunity. Rusk gets it out of the hands, and now Sobel's going to put it up, and he's fouled. We'll go to the free throw line now and get a shoot 2.
Well, the halftime conversation has to have a lot to do with protecting the basketball, just taking care of the ball, because that was just not a good pass. Got to come to the ball, got to make good, sharp passes, because they're just too adept at stepping in the passing lane, got those quick hands.
Griffin Sobel now from the free throw line. Had one of the best games, they say, of his career in that Coal City with 15 points. Nobody able to match up with his size, but he's got Himmelman to worry about, who's got quite the height advantage on him. 7.4 seconds left to go in the first half. 24-26. Morris is trailing to Geneseo. Second free throw's good. It's back to a 1-point ball game. 6 seconds. Getting past half court now. 4. Driving to the hoop, putting it up, and it's going to be a travel called on Radu.
Just trying to do just a hair too much right there. Looked like he had an opportunity to go. If he'd have stopped and popped, maybe could have got something. But the Leafs again sitting here with a 1-point lead, 2.7 left. Need to get a stop without a foul. No fouls, no fouls.
1 second, half quarter thrown up, will not go. That's going to be the score. The Leafs lead it at half, 26-25, and it's kind of been a game of runs there in the first quarter and second quarter a little bit.
Both teams had their runs, had their time, start quick, and then they for the Leafs, and the Redskins come back. But it's a pretty close game right now, 26-25. Going to get a lot closer unless it's tied.
Stay with us. We'll be back for the second half coming up next.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast. This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Third quarter rolling your way here on TV50. Zach Mackey and Coach Bob Pettit keep getting behind the camera, bringing you Maple Leaf basketball here on TV50. Maple Leafs send in their starting five out there to start things over, and it's going to be Morris's. I believe they are gonna put Austin Patterson, number 22. He had quite the number. I believe he's in there. Yeah, he had quite the number of points. He was scoring early and often there in the first parts of the second quarter, especially in that first quarter. Maple Leafs right now lead by one, 26-25.
Yeah, they got him, Zach. They got him on the floor, but they don't have him listed with the on the board yet because they put the original starters up there, so we don't know exactly how many. But he had something like 18 out of the first 19 points. It was something phenomenal. Go
ahead.
I said Geneseo scores. You get the open up the second half here, pick up a 3-point lead.
Greg Rusk with it. Now it's Will Daniels.
Still looking inside.
Backdoor cut. It's good. An and one opportunity for Greg Rusk. Go to the free throw line now. He's had a couple of those. He's done a good job in this game. And Drew Himmelman has been guarded so heavily that he's been able to kind of open. When Drew goes out of the lane, that lane opens up a lot, and Greg's taking advantage of it.
Himmelman just took a couple steps out of the lane, as you mentioned. He took a couple guys with him. Really made a nice hole there. And maybe that's part of the execution because they really were double teaming Drew Himmelman the whole first half.
Free throw on its way, and it won't go. Still a 5-point lead, an early jump here for the Maple Leafs. 4 straight points coming out of halftime. Driving baseline, trying to go behind the back, would not go. Patterson, 3-ball.
Oh my.
He's the guy we talked about.
Rare offensive rebound for the Redskins, and then they kick it out to Patterson. He's hot.
It's going to be a travel called on the Maple Leafs. We talked about in the first half the turnovers that the Leafs have had. They've been able to out-rebound by a substantial amount, but they keep turning the ball over.
They had to talk about that at halftime, trying to make that adjustment. And most of the turnovers, unfortunately, are unforced. They just have to calm down, just play basketball.
Wide open 3 on its way, and it's good. Banked right on home by DeLellan. And it's stolen. The pass is stolen by the Morris Redskins, and they have a shot to add on to their lead. They lead by 1 now. Leafs went on a 4-0 run, and then answering back, it was a 6-0 run, back-to-back 3-pointers for the Morris Redskins.
They're trying to kick out defensively on their 3-point shooters now, but they're setting some nice picks.
Wow.
Boy.
Wow. Hitting him from the top of the key, and Coach Brad Storm's going to take a 30-second timeout.
There was actually no reason not to step out on that one because he wasn't screened or anything. He just let him have the ball, and he shot it.
So you'll see, I'm sure Coach Storm talking about keeping a hand in those guys' face, coming out even beyond the arc, because again, Radu's front of his toes were on the three-point line, but nevertheless, hitting it from the top of the key were the Morris Redskins. They lead at 34-30 right now with 5:39 left to go in the third quarter.
Leafs came out, scored the first 4 points of the quarter, and made it a, if I'm not mistaken, a 5-point lead. And now it's a 9-point run on 3 successive 3 balls. Boom, 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 and all of a sudden a 9-point run goes quick.
Talked about momentum. This has been a real roller coaster of a game. It's been points scored in a row and scored in a hurry. That's past half court.
Yeah, they're really buttoned down on Himmelman now. They're going to try. Somebody else is going to have to try to attack the basket.
Which it is a good test for this Maple Leaf team. Whenever they take Drew Himmelman out, how are you going to respond and how are you going to score points? He's been averaging around 15, so how are you going to make up for those 15 if he is?
Morris plays the passing lane so well. Every one of their players, every pass, if it's not intercepted or blocked, Himmelman underneath tries to go up, but if it's not intercepted or blocked, they've got a hand that just about gets it every time.
Really do.
They work. I mentioned earlier they must spend a lot of time in practice working on 3 balls. They also work on playing defense in the passing lane.
You got to think that just about any time the ball's given in to Drew Himmelman, it's been a foul called. They're very physical down there with him, but it's can they get the ball down into him? And Drew has struggled from the free throw line. Only been able to hit down about 1 or 2 of his 8 or 10. That one he hits.
First one was off the front of the iron, which is a rarity for him. He was usually on the back of the iron in the first quarter, first half.
That's the one thing, though, you talk about is you see him trying to get it down. He was going too hard on it. Then he was going a little bit too soft in the front of the iron. So he's trying to work on it as much as he can. Shot would not go from Morris. Leaf rebound.
Shot adjustment is a very delicate thing. I just saw an interview from Derrick Rose. He said, "Don't worry." So I'm shooting 25% for 6 games. It'll be back.
Yeah.
Just an adjustment.
That one won't go for Radu. Diving on the ground after it. Gotta love the hustle play by Quentin Radu, diving in after it. He's gonna have a foul call.
It was just a hustle play, but you have to call that. It was kind of inadvertent, but when you got trips over, you're gonna get a call.
A 3-point lead for Morris as they bring the ball down the court with 4:09 left to go in the third quarter. Jake Walker with it.
You got Himmelman out there on the guard. There's got to be a mismatch inside somewhere. They switch back now.
A huge mismatch is with a 5'10 Walker. Down inside, and it's going to be an and one.
Shannon Jackson, one of their other big 6'3" boys. He's got a little more beef on him than some of the other ones. He kind of muscled his way in, got the offensive rebound, put it back up, and got the and one opportunity here. 5-point lead, trying to make it 6.
Free throw's good. 6-point lead. Himmelman's second foul. Shannon's got to be careful, though, because if the Leafs are able to get it into Himmelman, it's been a foul on him just about every time. Just hanging. When you look, he's just hanging on Drew's arms, really.
Yeah, he's hacking and pushing. They're really, really working on not letting Drew Himmelman have the basketball.
Top of the key, Bravada. Now over to Mackey. 3:19 left to go in the third quarter. Bravada. Trying to go out to Himmelman through his hands. Morris ball in a 6-point lead.
I think Anthony actually had a shot at the basket there, and he kind of maybe one pass too many on that play.
Offensive foul.
That's a little tough screen out there. Once again, Shannon Jackson is a physical player. You might want to put it that way.
For sure. his third, team's third.
Most of the Morris Redskins, are very quick and very fluid, and Shannon is more of the physical guy. You got to have a.
Got to give him credit. He does have 3 fouls, but he has really kept Drew Himmelman quiet down inside the paint.
Which is another fellow off the bench that's making a great contribution. They're using probably 10 guys pretty regularly here.
Leafs are at about a 7-man rotation, I would say, and Himmelman going right on in. It's a blocking foul. Morris wanted the charge, but I don't think the feet were set.
The feet weren't set, but sometimes you get the charge called just because the offensive player is out of control, and unfortunately, Drew could not catch that ball and come down and really stay under control very well. So it looked bad.
Himmelman, he's struggled from the free throw line, and that time short. So frustrating, you can see on him. He's such a fantastic player. And
it's a big difference in his game, though, because he's going to find himself there a lot. A team like this can't defend him without fouling.
Yeah, Connor Welch checks in. That time he finds it. Free throw is good. Leafs are down by 5 with 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Morris ball now. Thing is, you're down by 5, then Morris hits 2 of those threes, and just like that, you're down by 11. The way this squad plays, and it's going to be a foul called on Connor Welch. And it's going to send Evan Bellellan to the line to shoot.
Well, they're back calling the fouls. They took a little break in the second quarter. Again, I don't think they cleaned the game up as much as they just quit calling them.
First free throw won't go. Second one hits the mark. Greg Russ now. Ivana driving in, can't get it to go, but it's going to be a Rusk rebound. 2 guys on the ground for Morris and Drew Himmelman.
Nice heads-up play by Rusk. Picked up that loose ball, caught it right immediately. Didn't give the Redskins a chance to set on defense. Got it right back to Himmelman before they could get around him, put it in. He's going to get an N1 opportunity here.
Jacob Jurasits into the lineup now for Morris, and Drew Himmelman's got a shot to bring it within a 3-point ball game, and he does.
Rattle that one in.
Maybe he's found his mark. He's hit those last 2 free throws that he's taken. Down to 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Leafs trail by 3.
Himmelman's defensive presence is also really intimidating the Redskins. They don't even try to go up when he's in the middle.
Going to be a blocking foul called on the Redskins, and Coach Joe Bloomberg is not happy with this call.
He's getting a little dramatic out there, and the fans are getting a little incited. They're not happy at all. Of course, when you're on the road, you think you're getting homered. These are not hometown officials by any means, but that's just the way you always feel.
Purdue's free throw's good. Purdue with it, if he sinks this free throw, bring it within a 1-point ball game. It's on its way and it won't go. It's going to be a lane violation, though. Another shot.
That's going to be Jacob Jurasits. I get it right.
Yeah. Can't get it to go. Free throws have not been the friend of the Maple Leafs tonight.
That was not good.
Connor Welch picks up his 3rd foul.
And that's 4 on the Maple Leafs. Going to be shooting here pretty quick. The Leafs are shooting 1-1 on the next foul.
1:30 left to go now. Third quarter. Three-pointer off, a little off balance, still hits it.
He didn't even look. Didn't even look at the basket. He just put it up. Friendly rims on the road somehow.
1:13 left to go in the third quarter, and it's a 5-point lead for Morris. Welch with it. Now it's Redu. Top of the key. Trying to go into Immelman. He does. Immelman working with it into the hoop. 2 points. Making it look easy. Right over Jurisic. He's listed as 6'5". He doesn't look to be 6'5".
Kind of did a little dipsy doodle underneath. 3-point game.
In the middle of the key, thrown up, it won't go. Immelman with the rebound. 27 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Leafs down by 3.
And the Leafs crowd wanted a foul on that because it looked like they had their arms tangled up, but Hillman pulls it away. No harm.
Russ with it, 8 seconds now. 7. Cross court, Redu down inside. Immelman puts it up. Bennett's gone. And that's how the third quarter ends. Half quarter won't go for Morris. And 40-41, Leafs still trail, but they're able to cut down, trailing by 1. We'll be back for the fourth here on TV 50.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
Back for the fourth quarter on a cold Friday in January. Zach Mackey, Coach Bob Pettit, and Keith Kennett joining you for the fourth quarter. It's going to be a fun one. Stay with us. 40-41 right now. Geneseo trails to Morris. As the jumper's put up by Morris, and it will not go.
Wasn't long ago, Zach, you were talking about a 5-point lead and the possibility of a couple threes making it a runaway. Now we're back at a 1-point game.
Not sure exactly. The scoreboard says that Coleman's got 21 today.
Yeah, he had, I believe that's got to be pretty close. Yep, that's got to be close.
It's been a different 21 points that Himmelman has gotten.
He picked up about 8 really quick ones there. He had 12 when Rusk had 11, and it was kind of close, and he picked up, I know he picked up 8 really quick there in that third quarter.
Cooper Humphreys in. He's going to give Connor Welch some time to sit down. And Greg Russ picked up his second foul. 5 team fouls for the Leafs, 6 team fouls for the Morris Redskins. Top of the key, 3-ball, and what do you know? Austin Adderson nails down another one from beyond the arc.
He just can't miss. His percentage tonight is phenomenal.
We talked about he had about 18 of the first 19, and he's got 25 of the 44 right now, and it's thrown out of bounds. Humphreys tried to go over to Redu, out of bounds. It's going to be Morris's ball now.
Well, you've seen a microcosm of why the score is in favor of the Morris Redskins. They shoot the 3-ball and we throw the ball away, and it's kind of been, everything else has been in favor of the Leafs except those 2 items. Their three ball has been devastating, and then we just can't seem to protect the ball well.
That three-pointer won't go. Rebound, Himmelman over the back call on the Morris Redskins. Nice call by the official there. Going up after the rebound was Himmelman.
That's going to be, it's got to be a 1-and-1.
Got to be careful now. Griffin Sobel, one of their big guys, has 3. And you got Jacob Jackson Shannon, who also is sitting with 3. He's on the bench right now, but those are 2 guys that have been the only ones really even able to get their hands on Drew Himmelman.
Just curious, what do you think Austin Patterson's season average is? I bet it's not 25 or he'd be starting.
You would think so. That's right, coming off the bench. Got to remember that. And
he's just on fire, and you know, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. He's got it tonight.
If you can get 25 points from your bench, it's a good night. When you get 25 points from one guy off your bench, phenomenal night. Checking in is Jackson Shannon. 6:40 left to go in the contest. 42-44. The Maple Leafs trail by 2 after hitting down 2 free throws. Was Himmelman. It looks as if maybe he's gotten back in the mix. He missed quite a number of free throws in the first half, but has made his last 4. Open in the lane, put up by Jackson Shannon. 2 points for Morris now. Trailing by 4 of the Leafs.
Leafs trying to make sure they stay back in this ball game, but Morris keeps putting the pressure on.
Humphreys, baseline, gives it off. Bravada shooting his own 3, will not go.
Leafs have not attempted many, stolen by Russ. Leafs haven't attempted many and just really not found the range from 3.
Talk about Morris. They've done a good job at controlling the ball when they have it. They've struggled, though, obviously. Drew's got the big height advantage down inside. He's been able to get those rebounds, but Morris hasn't turned the ball over that much. Himmelman goes up, will not go, gets his own rebound and goes up. No foul is called, out of bounds, but it's staying with the Leafs. Coach Storm wants an explanation. He was hacked down inside.
Well, he kept going up, and his body went up and his arms stayed down. There's something wrong with that picture, but they just couldn't pin it on anybody, I guess. Rusk.
Jumper. Oh. Rebound, though, by the Leafs have gotten about 3 or 4, and it's getting physical in the lane, and there's a foul call.
Rideau has come up with a couple offensive rebounds in this last possession. One, he tried to get back to Himmelman, and they never did get any points. This one, he tried to go back up. It's going to bring him to the line.
And that is 4 fouls now on Austin Patterson, who's leading this squad with 25 points. He's got 4 with 5:18 left to go in the ball game. First free throw is nailed down by Rideau. Second one on its way. He could put this to a 2-point ball game, but won't go.
Official scorekeeper Bob Thomas is signaling to the Morris bench that's 4 fouls, but they don't seem to care. They're going to leave him in.
Going to have to be playing some smart basketball out there now. Driving inside, putting it up, will not go. Himmelman pulls it right out of the air.
A lot of hooting and hollering from the fans. No matter which way you call a play like that, somebody's gonna be mad.
Rust won't go. Himmelman gets a hand on it, but he sends it out of bounds.
It's always funny when you see bodies sprawled out on the floor and flying down against the pads, and there's no whistle. You can count on the crowd getting riled up.
These are 2 teams, 2 schools, I should say, that have seen each other in a lot of very physical football games and find themselves in a physical basketball game along the way, too. Backdoor cut. Oh, Drew Himmelman, I'm not sure if he even got a hand on it, but just his body right there. Got to put Sobel for a loop. 3-ball will not go, and it's going to be a foul called on Quentin Rideau. And
got a few words.
And there's a technical violation.
Got a few words flying around here.
And it looks as if they're going to talk about who they're going to call the technical foul on, are they?
They called the technical on Redu because he was the initial confrontation, and then Greg Russ kind of got involved in it.
So it's going to be a technical foul called in on.
Greg always likes to join the party.
He does. Oh, and now Coach Storm is very adamant. He does not agree with whatever the official is deciding now. And now all three officials are meeting.
You are absolutely right. Coach Storm does not like it.
He doesn't.
And he was so adamant that he's lucky he didn't get one pile on top of it.
Coach Storm, he's usually pretty quiet over there, but if he doesn't agree with something and he thinks the official's wrong, he'll let him know.
It was really not a flagrant foul of any kind. Redu came in, trying to get the rebound, probably got a little bit of arm, and the Morse player started the jaw. Quentin probably retaliated a little bit of jaw.
Yeah, it's always that second guy.
You know, and so now we're getting the free throws laid in.
Which it's going to be number 22, Austin Patterson, just adding to his huge night he's had. Knocks down 2 free throws.
That guy can shoot the basketball.
That he can.
At the beginning of the game, he started popping them in. I thought it was a fluke, but this is not a fluke. 27 points later, it's real.
Full timeout. Head coach for the Morris Redskins, Coach Joe Bloomberg, is going to talk over with his squad. Leafs are going to get some time to sit down and talk things over, kind of cool your head and everything after that. The Leafs have 17 fouls, and it's the Morris Redskins with 8 right now.
The extra bad news, of course, is that on a technical foul, Redskins get the basketball with a 5-point lead.
As much of a 4-point swing it can be. As you said, they get the basketball and the 2 free throws. Nailing it down. 27 points right now for Austin Patterson. He leads the Morris Redskins and leads all scoring. It's Drew Himmelman with 22 that leads the Leafs, and Greg Rush gets 11 of his own here with 4:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. 48 points for Morris, 43 for the Geneseo Maple Leafs. Is
that was so critical there, Zach, because it was a 3-point deficit for the Leafs, and Morris missed 2, maybe 3 shots, and they got offensive rebounds. Had Leafs just rebounded the basketball, you go down there with an opportunity to tie, or at least pulling it within 1. Now there's a possibility we're at 5, the possibility stretches to 7 or 8 real quick, and the game can get out of hand.
The thing we've definitely learned in this contest, though, is don't count yourself out. The way both teams have been able to go on big runs to put themselves back into the contest. So it's going to be Morris getting the ball now after the technical foul.
Well, the fans down there from Morris that were calling for the homer, I think are going to have to kind of give it up after that play.
3-pointer won't go, and it's going to be a rebound by Redu. 3:50 left to go here, and the Leafs have a little bit of an uphill battle to climb. Down by 5. Russ driving in. And you saw Greg Rush just going in with some drive. He wasn't going to be stopped, and it's going to be a foul called in. Number 33, Griffin Sobel, and it's going to be Sobel's 4th. A lot of guys starting to get in foul trouble. Sobel with 4. It's Patterson with 4 out there for the Redskins. Free throw on its way, won't go.
That's a killer. When you're down by 5 in the final minutes, boy, you really got to get the free throws. Got to get the free throws. They're giving them to you. You got to get them.
Be interesting to see if the Leafs made all their free throws, how far ahead they would be. They have had a lot of time at the free throw line.
Or maybe 75%.
Yeah.
Some reasonable number. Yeah.
Not been a good time for the Leafs from the line. Driving inside, open lane, won't go. Rebound Himmelman. Now it's Rusk on the attack. Still down by 5. Down inside, Bravada breaks the defense. 2 points.
Nice look by Russ. Very nice. .308 left to go. Fourth quarter.
3-point ball game. It's been a fun one from Geneseo High School tonight. These two teams are cross-conference rivals.
Once again, the Leafs back in position here. It's going to be timeout by Morris, but Leafs back in position. All they got to do is get a stop here, get right back in the ball game with 2:50 left.
Coach Joe Bloomberg's going to take a timeout here. 30-second one, a quick one here and now. The Leafs down by 3. And when we look at the Leafs, nobody really in that much of foul trouble. I guess Quentin Redoux does have 4 of his own, so he's really the only guy in foul trouble for the Leafs. Otherwise, a couple of guys with 2 fouls. You have 4 fouls over there for Austin Patterson and 4 fouls for Griffin Sobel.
Yeah, Redoux picked up 2 real quick ones because the technical, he got the personal foul and then the technical right on top of it.
That's right.
And they add those in.
And they're just going to set the ball down. Morris wasn't able to get out of the timeout quick enough, and they'll get the ball in nevertheless. 3 ball, and it's blocked. Getting a hand on it is Bravada. It was Austin Patterson. He had 27 on the night, and he was blocked from beyond the arc there.
Badly needed to stop, and they got it right there. Now they get the score.
Rusk with it now. Up top, Bravada. Going to try to take it himself to the basket. And it's going to be a walk. The basket was good, but they're going to call a walk on Bravada.
It was close. They definitely don't call that in the NBA.
Leafs down by 3. Morris with the ball. 2:05 left to go. Wide open down in the lane. Sobel will not go. Getting the rebound. Jackson will not go. Sobel with the rebound now and back up top to Jackson. 1:55 left to go in the 4th quarter. Directing his offense is Coach Joe Bloomberg. Oh, almost stolen by Himmelman. And a double dribble. It felt as if somewhere Morris was going to have to mess up, and down inside Jackson Shannon.
Well, Shannon is not the ball handler that some of the other guys are. He happens to be the open guy several times there, but he's not even deadly from point-blank range, so give him the basketball. 1:35
left to go in the 4th quarter now, and going inside to Himmelman, who goes back to Redoux, but he's stolen. Still down by 3. Morris with the ball now. Leafs have not been able to capitalize the last 2 times down the court.
Their hands are too good defensively.
Wide, that was a little scary there. Patterson's got 27 on the night, and he was wide open beyond the arc.
He's deadly from that spot.
Jackson from the block. He was open in the middle of the lane. 2 points for him and a 5-point lead.
Got to get one. Got to get some points on this possession.
Down to a minute now, and it's going to be a foul called. Not a very smart foul. You see the frustration.
It's going to be the double bonus here, so we're going to get 2 shots for Greg Rusk.
Evan Bielelin was not happy with the foul that he just committed. Going to the free throw line, though, is Rusk. A pretty good free throw shooter for the Maple Leafs, and he's got a shot to bring it within a 3-point ball game. First one on its way, and it won't go. It has been the story of the night for the Leafs from the free throw line.
Painful. You know, you work on them all week long, and they go in and get in the ball game, and for some reason on a given day they don't go.
Neither one will go. Now the Leafs have the decision: do they let this offense keep going, or they have to start fouling?
Well, there's no shot clock in high school, so they're gonna get some fouls and some free throws, and if the Redskins can shoot free throws, the Leafs are gonna have a rough road to go. 5-point lead with 45 seconds left, and they're at the line.
It's going to be a tough road to travel here now. Down by 5. Going to the free throw line, of course, is going to be number 22, Austin Patterson, who's been a pretty good free throw shooter. Coach Storm's going to take a full timeout now. He's going to talk over with his guys. They're going to have to score, and they're going to have to score quick to get 5 points here with 45 seconds left to go in the contest. Going to the line will be number 22, Austin Patterson. He's got 27 points tonight. Phenomenal night for him.
Leafs have been excellent all night long on the defensive boards. Redskins getting very few offensive boards, and here in the fourth quarter when it really counted, they seem to get the ball bouncing their way. It's really hurt them because they've had some great opportunities for stops, and then they Redskins come up with the offensive board and makes a big difference.
And tonight it seems as if the Leafs have really shot themselves in the foot with turnovers and from the free throw line. Those are two things that you don't win very many games when you can't do those. Make your free throws and when you can't make your free throws and when you turn the ball over too much. Morris has taken the possessions that they have had because they don't get as many of the rebounds, and they've made the most of them.
First order of business is put the hex on the free throw shooter. Pretty good shooter.
Austin Patterson there.
Can't take it away from the kid. He's put him in the hole tonight.
Really has. Free throw on its way, and it's good.
Very familiar sight.
Making it look easy.
Hitting the bottom of the net from the left hand. That's the amazing part. He's shooting with the wrong hand.
Wow. Very good free throw shooter. And he's 1 point away from the 30 mark. 41 seconds left to go now. Going inside, Himmelman lobbing it up, and he goes up and he's fouled. Go to the free throw line now, and something that he has done a lot tonight. Found himself at the line, and he gotten a little discouraged. He's had some troubles.
One of the really good things Morris has done a pretty good job of, and they did right there, is if you're going to foul him, hang on his arms. Don't let him get that shot off. He could not get that shot in the hole for the three-point opportunity, and you know it's going to be a major advantage. I got a lot of discrepancy going on here again.
Well, Coach Joe Bloomberg brought his entire squad over to almost have a timeout, but I'm sure what that was all about. 36 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
Everybody walked off the floor, but there's no timeout called. Should charge one to somebody.
Free throw on its way. Will not go.
Dang.
Second one up, and that one's good. Leafs still down by 6, though. 35 seconds left to go, and into the hand, stolen by Himmelman, over to Badu, puts it up and in, 2 points. Still down by 4, and out of bounds, it's Leafs ball. Maple Leafs ball, 26 seconds left to go in the game, down by 4.
Great pressure by the Leafs, got him down in the corner 2 times in a row. Was not able to handle the ball. Now they're going to have the ball 26 seconds. Obviously, they have to score on this possession. And then they got the opportunity of trying to get a steal again or going to the foul situation.
Badu with it, 23 seconds now, and it's Humphrey driving in over to Himmelman now. Himmelman's going to have to work for it himself. And one. My goodness. He's got a shot to bring it within a 1-point ball game.
The basket is going to be good, and the Morris fans do not like that at all.
My, oh my. You thought it was a long hill to dry up for the Leafs, and they're very close here.
Well, it turned a nice little lead by the Redskins into a 2-point deficit. They're trying to cut it. It's going to be a timeout here by Morris.
Coach Joe Bloomberg is going to take a timeout. It makes you think. The Leafs put on that press, and it gave some fits to Morris right away. Too bad it was a little bit too late for that. But Drew Himmelman's got a shot to bring it within 1. Then you foul. Say they make both free throws, it's still a 1-possession ball game. 17.7 seconds left.
This free throw obviously is very key to what you just said. Get that thing down to 1 so that if they do score, they're not going to try a free ball, I don't believe.
So Coach Storm's got the old drawing board out and drawn up a play for his squad. And they go out there. Just when you thought 45 seconds down by 7, you kind of thought, all right, you don't know, but don't count this Leaf squad out. They've brought it within 2 with 17 seconds, under 28 seconds, the Leafs have been able to score 5 straight points, and they got a shot to score 6 here.
Okay,
they got free throw.
They got Jackson Shannon out of the game. That's what I was hoping they could possibly foul. I have a feeling that the rest of these kids are shooters.
One thing that Morris has done good is they got 3 different guys with 4 fouls. They've been able to spread it out. Now the all-important free throw from Himmelman on its way. And it's good. Coach Storm gonna take a 30-seconder, tuck it over. How about it? Wow. Fun to watch, a fun minute.
It's a little surprising that he called that timeout because they had set up so well on the inbounds without having a timeout, you know, just with a lot of pressure. Now this gives Morris a little bit of opportunity to try to figure out how they're going to inbound the ball, break that pressure.
Not sure exactly, too, how far timeouts go, who has what left. A lot of these, both these coaches have saved it for the 4th quarter. Not been a lot called throughout the contest. It's going to be inbounded by Morris now. Leafs have a full court pressure on.
They have to have a plan of who they're going to foul if they do get the ball in bounds.
Trapped in the corner, and it's going to be a foul call on the Leafs. The student section is right there saying it was out of bounds.
Well, he put his head down. When you put your head down and start dribbling and dribble out of bounds, a lot of times you do get that call, but there was a little belly bumping going on.
Sometimes
Leafs had to put the pressure on.
Yeah. So here we go. Number 23, Evan Belen. He's going to go to the free throw line. He's got 10 points tonight, and he misses a free throw. It's a 1-and-1, and the Leafs right now are down by 1. Timeout, Coach Storm. And the excitement right now at Geneseo High School is mounting as the Leafs could win the ball game. Down by 7 with a minute left in the game. You kind of held your head, thought it was over, but the Leafs have the ball down by 1. 10 seconds left to go in the game.
I don't think you could possibly expect anything except to get the ball into Drew Himmelman right here. I'm sure the Morris Redskins are preparing for the Leafs to try to get it inside. There's going to be a shot open on the outside if they pack it in. It'll be interesting to see if they can't get into Himmelman, who's going to take that shot. Yeah. If they do get into Himmelman, they're probably going to foul. They're going to have to make him shoot free throws. So it could boil down to an outside shot if they really pack it on him, or if they do get it in, can he make the free throws?
The scary thing is the Leafs have tried to kind of do that floater up to Himmelman, and it's worked about 50% of the time. So they've had troubles with it.
But the 50% of the time is a higher percentage than they have from the three-point line right now. So they're probably going to try to get it in.
So it's going to be Leafs ball. They're going to get it on their own side of the court, right in front of their own bench. Glenn Purdue's going to take it out. 10.2 seconds left to go in the ball game. Down by 1 are the Maple Leafs of Geneseo. It's going to be Purdue now. Going to get it into Himmelman. Back to Purdue. Down to 8 seconds now. Russ has got it. Himmelman's fighting hard down inside. 4 seconds. Russ, 3 ball. Won't go. And put up, and it won't go. That's the ball game. Morris Redskins outlast the Maple Leafs, and they win it in heartbreak fashion.
Well, it kind of went down as we said there, Zach. They tried to get into Drew. It just wasn't open. Greg Russ had to be the guy to take that shot. Didn't go. Got a rebound by, I think, Bravada. Just couldn't get it up and in. Tough ball game, but a valiant effort.
That it was, and give credit to Morris drawing it up there and being able to get some. If you wanted somebody to take the three-pointer, though, you probably wanted the ball in the hand of the senior, Greg Russ. So a valiant effort falls short. 51-52, though. It shows how this squad is able to battle back, though. It was a game of runs. It was early run in the beginning for the Leafs, and then it was Morris going on the run back to the Leafs, and this squad made a run in the last minute, maybe the most important. Any final comments for us?
Well, you never like to lose a basketball game. If you're a Geneseo fan, you can't be happy about that. But as a basketball fan, it was a great basketball game to watch. You know, it's a thriller. You can't fault either team. They fought hard. They got their runs. They took advantage of their opportunities. It's just a great high school basketball game.
Morris Redskins they advance up to 10-4 on the year, and the Leafs fall to a 500 record, 7-7. And they look to really get things going when they get into the heat of their conference schedule coming right up next. That's going to do it from Geneseo High School, though. The final 51-52. The Leafs lose in heartbreak fashion. Last-second shots would not go. For Keith Kennett, Bob Pettit, I'm Zach Mackey saying so long. Till next time.